I know a lot of us can relate to pesky phone calls right now. We're talking about things to do with the election. We're talking about salesmen and women, salespeople calling all the time. How do they get our numbers? We're talking about the ex-boyfriend, girlfriend that you don't want calling anymore. There is a solution, and it's called Call Blocker. My mum saw this in England about 2 years ago, and she said to me, do you have Call Blocker in America? I said, no, not at all. We worked with a gentleman to bring it here. He launched it on HSN about a year ago. It's been a monster success. Tonight, for the final time that it will be on the show this year, the lowest price ever with 5 flex, because it's the deal of the week, and free shipping and handling. Folks, this thing works. It really works. It's even preloaded with over 200 of the most common nuisance callers that are out there. Lori Leland, we love Call Blocker.
Oh my gosh, this is absolutely ingenious. If you're tired of the robocalls, the scam callers, the political calls, the people that want you to do their survey, all you do is get home Call Blocker and hook this up to any phone. This is gonna work if you have a multiple handset system. It will work no matter what phone system you have. If you have voice over IP or DSL, whatever you happen to have in your home, you don't even have to power it. All you do is plug it right into your phone line. We're including clear instructions in a booklet. You don't have to go online to find the way to hook this up, but there's no password to remember. There's no login. There's nothing you need to do. It's already preloaded with 200 of the worst offenders. We're talking international call centers, known offenders. So right out of the box, the second you put your Call Blocker to your phone line, you're gonna notice a reduction in those nuisance calls absolutely immediately. You're gonna be able to block 1,000 names and numbers. The 200 are already preloaded, so as I said, an immediate reduction is what you're gonna notice. There are no subscription fees, no hidden costs, no ongoing outlay financially at all.
Who's calling on the 4th of July?
Well, it is HSN, so let's see what's happening here. All right, so take a look. We're gonna listen to this. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling from Senator Smith's office. I was wondering if you would like to vote for our candidate.
Okay, so all I didn't come up with pleasantries or niceties. I pushed the big red button. Let me tell you how empowering that feels first and foremost. And it says right there on the screen, successful. It adds that number to my block caller list. You have 1,000 more you're going to be able to block above and beyond the 200 preloaded. Now, I just want you to know, we're human beings. Maybe you make up with your ex. Maybe he sends flowers. Maybe he's being very sweet to you this week. Or maybe it's a relative that was driving you crazy. You just wanted to block him for a short amount of time. You can always unblock. But the great thing about this is you can block, I should say, when the call comes in. You can block during the call, or you can block after the call came in. So you are empowered, you are in control. Never again does that person in your life have to sit through a survey or come up with pleasantries. You simply push that big red button and you will never, ever, 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 ever hear from that person ever again.
A lot of us just want to be left alone.
Right?
You know, it's true. We don't want those people calling us all the time. It's a brilliant product with no fee, no monthly fee. None at all. Some people are paying monthly money, charges every single 4 weeks to have this type of service. Not you. When you buy this, when you take this out of the box, when you connect this to your home phone system, you've got the ability, you've got the capability. You press the button and it's going to stop. So that person that will not leave you alone, the salespeople, the election calls, that person that you just don't want to talk to, press the button and it will block them. It's one of the best $69 you will ever spend. There's no doubt about it. With everyone right now, we are set to, I'm scared to say this because I don't want to get your hopes up, but we are set to sell this out. If it does sell out, I do want to reiterate, in the year and a half that the Monday Night Show has been on the air, Lori will become the first ever gold sellout pin winner. So this is very exciting for many reasons.
Such an honor.
And you've got 10 minutes to do it. So the final 10 minutes left. The thing is, you know, we joke about it, but it can really impede upon our life.
Absolutely. You want time back in your life. I have a small child. A lot of us have grandkids and children that we want to spend time with in our home. This is going to empower us to be able to make that decision. No, I don't want to waste my time on this. I literally had somebody, when I was holding my baby in my arms, call and ask me if I had time for a brief 30-minute survey.
Come on.
I said, first of all, that's not brief. So no, I do not have that kind of time. And how did you get my number? I'm on the do not call list. They said that doesn't apply to us. I'm wondering who that applies to. So take your life back, take your phone back. You can even block entire area codes. If a restricted number comes in, you can block it. You can block in pretty much every single circumstance, and all you do is push that big red button. Now, if you're in another room and you're not near your call blocker, you can actually press #2 from any of your handsets.
Oh, that's
so
good.
if you're in the dining room, if you're in the living room, you press #2, and now that number will also be registered to block. Now, look at how nice and big your caller ID is going to be right here with that 3-inch screen. You're going to be able to see it so well. And the other nice thing too is you do need to subscribe to caller ID service for this, but immediately upon you hooking this up, because it's preloaded with 200 of the worst offensive nuisance callers in the world, they're not going to take advantage of your senior citizens anymore. They are not going to take advantage of people in your life anymore. I'm going to tell you a couple stories when we come back, but okay, well, here we go.
Somebody else again.
All right, so let's see who this is. Hello?
Hi, I was wondering if you had a moment to participate in a brief survey?
We had a lousy connection first and foremost.
He was very shady, that guy.
Yeah, and I think he was reading a script.
Yeah,
so that's
sounded like
immediately someone I don't want to deal with. I touch the big red button right there. I hear successful, or I see successful. I know that I never have to put up with that person ever again. This returns time back into your life. This makes life so easy. You can scroll through all the numbers that you've blocked previously. You can change your mind and unblock if you prefer to. It's the coolest, easiest technology that works with any phone service or system you have in your home currently.
And just to reiterate, it's already preloaded with over 200 of the worst offenders. So the minute you get this home, it's already going to be a lot better. What about the robocalls? The calls where you answer the phone and, you know, the way they've done it, it really makes it sound like there's somebody there with the pauses and the hesitations.
Right, right.
They drag you in, they draw you in. It's terrible. All right, we have 8 minutes. I don't know at this stage. I know that America is watching to see if this is going to sell out. Will Laurie become the first ever golden pin winner? I just don't know. Based upon the number of people dialing in, it's going to be close, I'm going to tell you. Let's, though, go to the phones. Karen in New Mexico. Karen, welcome to the Monday Night Show. Happy 4th of July.
And happy 4th of July to you guys.
Thank you.
Karen, rumor has it you own Call Blocker.
Oh, and I love it.
Yay!
Really?
I have
Yay.
95, you know, because it gives you a list of how many calls you block.
Right,
I
right.
have 95 on mine.
Good for you. You
Don't
go,
you
girl.
feel good, Karen?
And the thing that got me started was I got a call from a guy supposedly representing a bank calling to make sure I had gotten the credit card I applied for. Well, I hadn't applied for any.
Shady
they said,
deal.
We just need a little more information. I said, you won't get it from me. I said, but call back. My son will be home from the police force. And he can take your call. That man hung up so fast.
Go, Karen. Oh, you're empowered. I love you. I love your answer. That's so awesome. How do you feel, Karen, when you push that big red button?
Oh, I love it when it says successful.
Yes. Oh, that's so great. Oh, you know how to handle yourself.
The thing that I've noticed, you know, when I hooked up mine, it hooked up in my phone line, and I get a number across my television if I'm watching.
Right, right.
And now I get this number, and it won't ring.
Yes, it doesn't ring.
Fantastic.
It's already been blocked.
It shields you from it completely.
Right, right.
Right. That is awesome.
And like I tell all my girlfriends, I was just turned 75.
Oh.
I don't have the time to put up with silliness.
Good for you.
Good for you, Karen. I admire
I took
you.
my life back.
Yes, you've taken a lot. This is
Yay.
inspirational
It
tonight.
is. Karen, thank
you've
you.
made our night. Happy 4th of July to you. I think you're the voice of America right now.
Amen.
We want to take our life back. We don't want to deal with the robocalls. We don't want to deal with the telemarketing calls. We don't want to deal with the political calls. We don't want to deal with the calls from the ex or that person that you fell out with. We don't want to talk to them anymore. We want to block them. We want to say goodbye. Now remember, if we make up and we make nice, we can unblock them if we want. Last and only presentation, lowest price it has ever been. It works like a dream. You know, I think back and all the shows kind of blur into one another, but when we had the I've forgotten his name, I feel so bad, but he was from England, he brought this over, we launched it here on the Monday Night Show. It's a product that's been overwhelmingly received with positive reviews because it works. And everybody says the same thing, just like Karen, you know, for $79, $89, $69, it's worth every penny because you can take your life back.
Absolutely.
So I'll end like this, and I'm going to give the final 5 minutes so Laurie can make her plea to you so she can get this golden pin. She might not get it. I'm going to tell you. It might not happen. If there's one left, I can't give it to you.
Tough rules around here.
We have to be strict about this.
You're on a tight ship, Adam.
We have to.
I understand.
Last thing is, if you were ever going to buy it with 5 flex pay, tonight is your night. That price and flex does expire at the end of the hour. Lori, in the final 5 minutes, if we've never seen this before, why do we love it so?
Okay, we love it because this is the big red button. It's a simple and easy box. All you do is plug it right into your phone. It doesn't require power. There's no password. There's no fees or costs. You don't need Wi-Fi for it. No matter what style of phone you have, you are going to be able to use the call blocker. You can actually block a call when you see a number come in that you don't want to answer. You can block it before you answer it. You can actually block a call during the call. So if someone gets you on the phone and they're dragging it out and they want to go on and they want you to do a 30-minute survey, or they're trying to tell you you need computer service. One of our callers, very much like Karen who called in just a moment ago, said that somebody called in and said her internet was down, and she very clearly explained to them she didn't have internet service at her home and then blocked them so she never has to hear from that scanner again. They wanted $300 from her. She's not going to put up with that scam. I love empowered people like Karen who just called in. She said, I'm taking my life back. I'm not going to sit on a survey with someone just to be polite. I'm not going to deal with these nuisance callers. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but it's the political season. Yeah. Have you noticed? Have you heard all of these phone calls? Will you vote for our candidate?
Relentless.
Will you contribute to our campaign? It is exhausting.
Yeah.
We want to take back our family time. We want dinner to be precious again. You simply press the big red button. Now, you do need caller ID to subscribe to that in order for this to work, but it's simple and easy to use. We have blocked 6 numbers right here. I can actually scroll through. You're just going to see 4 digits because they're extensions from right here in the building, but you would see that full number.
Appear.
You can go back in and unblock at any time if that's what you'd like to do. It's very simple and easy to hook up. You heard Karen. She said it was easy, easy, easy.
Here we go again. They won't leave us alone.
Now, again, you don't have to be right in front of the big red button. You can be on any of your handsets throughout your house on the same phone line, and you're going to be able to actually push #2 to block. Hello?
Is your refrigerator running?
Getting creative.
Okay.
Getting very creative.
So I press #2. It rings successful right here. So you know what? I wish I could have come up with a snappy comeback, but I wasn't that quick on my feet tonight.
That's the best comeback right there.
It really is. So now you never have to deal with that person ever again. You heard from Karen just moments ago who said, I love it. The phone doesn't even ring now when it's one of the blocked numbers. It takes that person out of your life completely. You can block entire area codes. You can block calls that are restricted. You can block any call from your call blocker either by pushing the button, or you saw as I did it on that last call, that little joke somebody was trying to play on me by pressing #2 from any of your handsets, so you can block in any room of your home. You can block 1,000 name and numbers. You heard Karen. She's blocked 100 so far.
I'm proud of it.
She's doing great. She's empowered by it. 200 of the worst offenders, the scam callers, the international call centers are already blocked. So the moment you take the call blocker out of the box, the moment you hook it up, you will already notice a reduction in those calls.
Yeah, it's fact, and it works. It just works.
It works.
You know, the reviews have been so wonderful, and it's great to see that because it gives you the confidence to buy it and say, okay, this is going to work for me.
And this is the lowest price. I've never seen it this low before, ever.
Well, even at the normal price, it's worth it. $90 for what it gives you, a lifetime.
A lifetime.
Of peace and quiet. When you don't want people calling you, the people that really bugging you, you can just say goodbye by pressing the button. Okay, so this is where we stand. We have 90 seconds left. I have hard quantity of 936. With everyone on the phone line, that leaves about 250, 300. So again, I cannot give Lori a gold sellout pin unless every single one is gone. So we're just gonna see how it goes, and if it sells out before the end of the show, Lori, I of course will give it to you. But at this moment in time, please bear with us. Our wonderful guys and girls again in our call center are trying to process these calls as fast as possible. You can get to the front of the line if you use hsn.com, or you download the HSN app on your mobile device, on your tablet, on your smartphone. That's always the nice way to shop. And hey, if you just want to try it, you've got 30 days to get it in your home and see for yourself. One other thing to please bear in mind, if you apply for an HSN credit card today, and you get approved, you can take another $20 off that, which will bring the price down to $49. So that's really something that you cannot sniff at. Final 40 seconds. If you still haven't made up your mind, Lori, it really is as easy as it looks, and they designed it that way.
Absolutely. You can hook this up to any phone. You have multiple handsets in your home. It'll work there. You don't have to push the big red button. You can push #2 from any handset. This works if you have DSL, if you have a landline, if you have voice over IP, no matter what service you have. There's an actual paper instruction manual booklet inside showing you how to hook this up. You don't have to go online or insert a DVD disc or CD disc. All you do is hook it up, and in seconds you will notice a reduction in those nuisance callers. It's preloaded with 200 of the worst people out there.
They've already done a lot of the work for you.
The worst of the worst. Yes, a lot of the work has been done. You can then go on to block another 1,000 callers. Look at how big and bold your caller ID is now on that 3-inch screen. Very easy to see. You can scroll through all of the numbers you blocked in the past. You can unblock at any time. This is power. This is you taking your life back. This is you not putting up with scammers, not putting up with surveys, not putting up with people that intend to interrupt you in your home to market to you or who have an agenda. I don't have time for that either. Karen said it. I don't have time for it. I know you don't either. And either way, I'm standing by, and I'll be back on the show no matter what.
I love you. Thank you, Lori Leland. That was a lot of fun.